Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to a week of Championship predictions. This time we're predicting match week 8 for the Championship. If you're going to enjoy the video, as always, drop a like and subscribe. Helps the channel out massively. Drop a comment for your predictions and your thoughts going into the match week. We start off on the Friday night. It's Birmingham hosting QPR at St Andrews. Birmingham had a good start to the season. Since the international break, they have dropped off a little bit. As for QPR, I saw them play my team Swansea midweek. I think it's fair to say they weren't great midweek QPR, but they were in the game at 1-0 down, still right to the end, and they got their reward from good resilience, did QPR. So they didn't get a win there. Away from home this time against Birmingham, I don't think they're going to get a win here either. 2-0 to Birmingham at home. Off to Portman Road, it's Ipswich hosting Blackburn Rovers. Ipswich continuing their incredible start to the season. Last time out with a win against Southampton. In this one, I think Ipswich get the job done with a 2-1 win at Portman Road. Off to Leeds now, it's Leeds hosting Watford at Ellen Road. Watford entertained everyone with a good 2-2 draw against West Brom midweek. As for Leeds, lucky, to be honest, not to walk away with 0 points from that whole game. Traore, I think it was, he missed an absolute sitter from point blank range. Leeds, of course, had their chances, but a pretty even game midweek. In this one, I think Leeds, it's hard to back against them with the talent they've got in that squad. For me, 3-1 win to Leeds. Next up, we go to the King Power. Leicester hosting Bristol City. Bristol City, I cannot hack them with predictions. When I say they'll win, they lose. When I say they lose, they win. I'm not backing a draw here. I'm going to go for the Foxes to get a 2-1 win. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Bristol did get a point out of this one. Tough game. Off to the Riverside next. It's Borough hosting Southampton. Two sides with managers who are under pressure early on. Borough haven't started the season well at all. As for Southampton, they haven't come back from the international break at all. It's 3 defeats in a row now for them. In this one, though, I'm back in the away side to pick up the 3 points to bounce back with a 3-1 victory against Middlesbrough. Plymouth host Norwich in the next game. Plymouth, disappointing for them midweek, especially because I backed them to get the 3 points in that one. As for Norwich, they did lose to Leicester, a side who will definitely be up there in the Championship this season. In this one, it's hard to back against Norwich. I'm going to say 2-0 away win for them. Off the Rotherham now, they host Preston North End, who have started the season incredibly well. I think they'll continue it here against Rotherham, who they have surprised me a little bit so far this season. Didn't think they'd be doing as well as they are, although it's not like fantastically well. In this one, Preston to win 1-0. Next up, we go to Swansea against Sheffield Wednesday, my team now. Midweek, it was a tricky one, to be honest, against QPR. It wasn't the best of performances. The Ginelli goal ended up being a handball, yet somehow still given. Yes, I would have been very annoyed if that was against me, of course, and if the VAR definitely would have been ruled out. But sometimes you do get lucky in the Championship. And a draw probably was the fair result anyway. In this one, though, we have to win. Sheffield Wednesday are down there with us in the table. We must win this one, otherwise I do think it is curtain time for Michael Duff. In this one, I think we'll get the win, 3-1. I'm not confident in saying that. I've just got a thought, and I'm trusting it. 3-1 to the Swans in this one. Sheffield Wednesday cannot be underestimated, though. They could easily throw up a surprise. Moving on to West Brom against Millwall. Tricky one to predict this one. Millwall, of course, getting back to winning ways midweek against Rotherham. As for West Brom, an entertaining 2-2 draw. In this one, I'm back in a draw. I'm back in a 1-1 at Hawthorns. Stoke host Hull next up on the Sunday. This one's going to be interesting. I don't think I've backed Hull enough so far this season, so that's why I'm backing them for a 3-1 away victory. They're looking good so far this season. Moving on to Sunderland against Cardiff. Of course, Cardiff now seem to be in the flow of things, picking up a few results on the bounce now. A 3-2 win against Coventry midweek. As for Sunderland, they seem to be in the swing of things now as well. A few results going their way in the past few games. Here I'm backing the hosts to get a 2-1 win. Wouldn't be surprised if Cardiff got a draw out of this one though. Tough game to predict. It'll be a good watch. And the final game to predict is Coventry taking on Huddersfield. Huddersfield have a new man in the dugout. Neil Warnock had his final game on Wednesday, wasn't it? Or Tuesday, one of them. And they have now appointed Darren Moore. I think that's a solid appointment, to be honest. Of course, he was in the Championship before with Sheffield Wednesday, got them relegated. Wasn't all his fault though. He ended up getting them back up to the Championship at the second time of asking through that incredible playoff campaign they had last season. For me, in this one though, on his first game in the dugout, he'll taste defeat to Coventry, 1-0 at the CBS. Well then guys, they are my predictions for match week 8 in the Championship. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. If you could do that, and drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one very soon guys. Take care. Goodbye.